Real evidence, real drama, real verdicts. Welcome to Judge Reports, where the courtroom secrets come to light.
Good afternoon. Amanda Murray on behalf of Mr. Mesty.
All right. Your name, ma'am?
My name is Janice Luft, Your Honor. I am sorry that I don't have an attorney with me today. I don't mean to be disrespectful of you or the court. I had attorneys in my family, but they passed away. Paul Bronlick was my uncle's brother. Mark Bronlick is now a judge in Monroe. Bill Bronlick is no longer practicing, but Philip Costello did consult with me yesterday and directed me towards the type of lawyer I should be calling because of the toxic environment in the home that I've been living in that was hidden from me. And I wanted to have these to the court before now, but I wasn't able to. I need to have two teeth orally. Oh, okay.
What are the, what?
Well, I need to have a couple teeth orally extracted. So I have an abscess right now and on both sides of the upper mouth, an oral surgeon has to remove teeth. My fillings have fallen out. I have a medical report in here from May 23rd, 2022 on Asya Hameski's birthday where her friend assaulted me and injured my wrist and hand. And at that time, my weight was 150.
Hold on a moment. So what does, yeah, you don't want to just do that.
They're copies.
Copies of what?
There's copies of the assault at the urgent care. There's a copy of the Dexter oral surgeon for the beginning of this month. I haven't done it because I physically am not sure how I'm going to respond to this, and I have to be getting ready to get out. I'm getting my stuff in storage. 2 of the storage units were 2 of 30 that were broken into out on Lower Circle. So that was very upsetting to me. And also there's the activated charcoal radon test that I got from Washtenaw County showing that there were high levels of radon on every level of this 3-story home. So my bedroom was at 16.9 on the lower level, and on the upper level, the next highest room was Asya's.
Can I just do one thing for me?
Okay.
Just take a breath. All right, because
I have adrenal fatigue. I've been being treated by Dr. Shan Kong for over a year now.
okay, but the problem is you're giving me a lot of things. I mean, I think I'm a pretty smart guy, but you're giving me a lot of things that are thrown out of context to me. They're just things now that are just out there.
Well, their meaning behind that is there's more than, I mean, I'm not a tenant. I am not a tenant. I brought in, I spent over $100 on color photocopies to show the condition of the house when I moved in, because their attorney is trying to, I mean, I've gotten 2 letters saying I better not damage the house. The house should have been condemned before I moved in. They've done things to the house that are wrong, and there's fraud.
Okay.
And I've been poisoned. I've been injured. In 2019, I weighed 128 pounds. Today, I got on the scale before I got showered. I weigh 100 pounds.
So here's the thing. Let's just stop for a moment. And let me just say that I don't have a written answer from you that is alleging or counterclaim that's alleging any of the things that I think you're trying to bring before me. A case where they have sent you notice to vacate the premise.
And I said I would.
Okay. Stop there.
Last time.
Yes.
Okay.
So that then they end up bringing in action so that the court will order you to leave the house if the court finds in their favor.
Yeah.
It sounds to me like on that issue, the parties are in agreement.
Yeah, if I have to sleep in my car, I will. I don't want an eviction on my record. I don't want to stay in
So-
their house.
Okay.
But I do want to have a city inspector inspect the home before I leave, so I'm not accused of damaging something that they jury rigged back in 2015 that has caused utility bills to be really high and has caused radon to be in every room of the 3-story house. They had an intake and an unfinished crawl.
Ma'am,
They've left
Ma'am,
sewage
ma'am.
down there.
ma'am,
Okay, it's just about the eviction.
really is. That's what's before me.
Yeah, so, I mean, last time we were here, I said I'd be out.
Okay, so when are you going to move out?
Well, we had said that it was gonna be like the 27th, but you might give me 3 days to the end of the month, the 30th. And I keep saying I'll be out by the 30th and I'll probably be out before then, but it's like, it doesn't get heard.
What doesn't get heard?
That I said I'm gonna be out.
Okay, so the only one that needs to hear you at this point is me. Okay,
Okay,
so when will you leave?
I will tomorrow I will start looking for an apartment.
Well, but that's not what I'm.
No, I will leave on or before the 30th of June.
Okay,
If you say that's okay. If you tell me I have to do it on the 27th, then I will do it before then.
all right. Why don't you have a seat and let me hear from the other side is that issue.
All right.
Right.
Thank you, Your Honor. My client is in agreement that she can stay until June 30th. I do want to bring forth before the court that we did file an amended complaint, and that amended complaint does seek monetary amount. For DTE
When
Energy
did you,
on the 24th, May
Oh.
24th.
have you gotten a copy of the amended complaint?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to turn to the page that has the chart on it.
I'm looking at it.
Okay, and it has on there the water bill, energy, and 3 DTE bills,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Okay, so let me ask you this. All right, and try to just succinctly answer my question. Of that amount, how much of that amount do you think you owe?
Less than half of it.
Okay, so
The water bill, I think, is the quarter proceeding.
is what?
I mean, I don't have the actual bills to look at, and, the high energy costs on this property is due to the HVAC system her son bought, and DTE has pointed that out regularly. There's issues in the furnace companies I had in November, December, January,
okay,
pointed out that
okay.
it's the fault of the system, that they're so high. It's not my fault. And they should be lower because
Okay, but hold on. I didn't ask that. I didn't ask all this. I didn't ask all this. So,
I'd say less than half. I think
So-
less than half.
okay, so do me a favor, okay? And all I want is a number. Just, I don't want an explanation behind the number.
Okay.
Just give me a number of the 1370.
And $700.
My client will accept that.
Okay, so here's what I,
But I don't want that to shut me off from any future claims on my payroll and other expenses out of pocket for doing the liner and the crawl, which is upwards, just out of pocket, a couple $1,000. And then to do that work itself, we're looking at $1,000 or $2,000. So they owe me. I want to.
okay, but hold on, when you say, well, hold on, but when you, okay, but when you say they,
The Humesky's.
okay, but But you're talking the estate now owes you that.
Yeah, because I think if I had a hearing, I could prove that
Okay,
Rick was making a lot of decisions that created toxic.
okay, but
environment.
ma'am, just listen to me for a moment.
I'm trying to.
You're gonna have to make a claim against the estate for the things that you're talking about,
Okay,
okay? That doesn't happen typically here,
okay,
okay?
okay.
All right, so what you have here in front of, what I have here in front of me is basically the property kind of itself. If you're talking about services, if you're talking about things that you did or things that should be yours as part of the estate,
Uh-huh,
that happens elsewhere. I didn't want to be that kind of judge, so I'm not.
okay.
Okay, so here's what I'm hearing, and this really would resolve this case. Okay,
Okay.
and that is that you will vacate the premises by the 30th of June, 2023. Or a writ of restitution could issue, or an order of eviction. And that you will pay to the plaintiff $700 for utilities.
Yeah,
Can we add by June 30th as well to that?
Can you do that? Can you pay the 700 by June 30th by the
I
time
could
you?
write a check right now and just.
Okay,
put
then
the
we
date
could
on
do-
it and,
We can do that. Then what? Yes,
then make sure I have the funds in my checking account.
that's fair. So then we can do that, and the judgment could then reflect that a check has been tendered in that amount.
Yeah, so I'm just wondering, Asia died on March 31st. And,
Does she have a judgment?
so they're including the March 9th bill. She was still alive, still her
Do
property.
you have a judgment for?
I don't, Your Honor.
We'll get one.
Thank you.
What were you saying, ma'am?
It doesn't matter.
No,
She
well,
was still alive on March 9th. She died on March 31st. So they included a billing. I'm trying to understand that these are billings from when he became, when she, like after she died, and then he gets the property or something.
okay, but let's look at it this way.
It's okay, 700.
Yeah, because you're not paying the whole amount of the bill, so I don't have to go per diem
Yeah,
on anything, okay? So, I mean, it would seem to me to balance out, and
I just want to say that this woman took care of his mother for 7 years, night and day. And I feel it's not fair the way he's treating her now. It's just not fair.
No, it's not.
I don't think caretaker should be treated that way. I have been a registered nurse for 30 years, and it breaks my heart to see the way this family takes care of this caretaker.
all right, thank you.
It's really not fair.
I do have a check dated today in the amount of $700 from the defendant. I will state on the record that my client will not cash that check today.
All right,
We'll
Very-
cash it after tomorrow.
okay, all right. I think Monday's a bank holiday, so. Well, you can do it Saturday, I guess.
So it was the matter of, before I move out, since twice it's suggested in letters that I might damage the property, I'd like to have a building inspector look at the property.
Okay, typically that's not how it's done, okay? So typically what's going to occur is there'll be a move out. They may do a walkthrough to inspect. If they see something that might, how long have you been in the premises?
6 years cleaning it up and fixing it.
Okay, all right. So if they see something that might be beyond ordinary wear and tear, then there's a whole procedure by which and statutory scheme that they would have to claim that. So really isn't going to be a need for an inspector prior to your leaving. That doesn't mean that if you want to call the city of Ann Arbor and they can get out there before the 30th,
I can do that.
you can. All right.
Okay.
But I'm not making it part of this decision in this case that happens.